Welcome back to the channel where reality hits harder than fiction. In today's body cam footage, officers respond to what looks like a normal call until everything goes sideways. From the first command to the final outcome, this is raw, uncut law enforcement in action. Let's get into it.
On October 12, 2024, an Arkansas Highway Patrol officer spotted a white 2022 Dodge Challenger idling in the left lane on Interstate 67. When the officer signaled for a stop, the driver ignored the orders and sped off, launching a heart-pounding chase down the hill. Could the officer rein in this reckless speed? The driver roared past tractor trailers, pickups, and curbs at over 125 miles per hour, with police in hot pursuit, hunting for the perfect moment to intervene. When the chance came, a precise pit maneuver sent the Challenger slamming into a cable barrier, but the suspect bolted on foot. On the grass, a tense struggle erupted, every move teetering on disaster. After a tense standoff, Dontarius Gordon was finally taken into custody. He faced both misdemeanor and felony charges, including fleeing, reckless driving, unlawful use of property, and possession of drug paraphernalia, and was booked into White County Jail on multiple felonies.
On October 19, 2024, Florida Highway Patrol troopers and deputies from Collier and Lee counties engaged in a high-speed, multi-agency pursuit of a stolen Ford F-250 tied to a recent burglary. The pursuit began following a BOLO alert for the stolen vehicle. The driver, identified as 36-year-old David Alfonso, refused to comply with law enforcement commands and fled at high speeds, ignoring all attempts to stop.
Can you confirm that 1020 is a stereo in 3 Oaks?
As soon as the chase began, a trooper executed a pit maneuver, but David Alfonso managed to recover control and continued fleeing at high speeds. The suspect was nearly brought to a stop once again after another tactical maneuver, but he somehow managed to recover control of the stolen vehicle yet again. At this point, additional units were requested to assist in stopping the reckless suspect as quickly as possible, prioritizing the safety of other drivers and pedestrians.
1650, 54 aviation, being 51, and on another call. Signal 12 Whiskey, 3 Oaks Park. 10-4, Signal 12 Whiskey, 3 Oaks Parkway, from Estero.
At this point, the lead FHP patrol car was disabled, forcing other troopers to take over. They attempted to box in the suspect, but in a desperate move, he rammed multiple patrol cars, creating enough space to escape and continue fleeing. What an absolutely wild and chaotic chase this is turning out to be. After a pit maneuver, the stolen truck rolled over several times before coming to a stop. The suspect, David Alfonso, exited the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot. With the assistance of aviation and ground units, he was apprehended a short distance from the crash site. Alfonso now faces multiple charges, including aggravated battery on law enforcement, aggravated fleeing and eluding, grand theft auto, burglary, and reckless driving.
In the next incident, a driver led police on a high-speed pursuit that forced officers to perform multiple pit maneuvers to bring the chase to an end. On June 28, 2025, a Pleasant Prairie police officer attempted a traffic stop for a stop sign violation. The driver fled, leading officers on a high-speed pursuit that exceeded 100 miles per hour and continued into Illinois. Pleasant Prairie officers, along with assisting agencies, began deploying spike strips to deflate the suspect's tires.
Tires starting to deflate here. I'm gonna try to get in front, slow him down. Box again, box again, box again. 209, we're in Illinois. I'm gonna box him in again up here. I'm in front of him. Let's see if we can get him, guys.
During the third spike strip deployment, at least one of the suspect's tires was successfully deflated. However, the driver continued to flee, prompting officers to perform a pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end.
2 squads have been hit. We need to end this. Two-9 stopped here.
Police, all occupants of the Honda Civic, you are under arrest. You disobey our commands, the police dog will bite you. Do you understand?
The driver ultimately surrendered to police. He was charged with felony fleeing eluding, 5 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, hit and run, possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia, operating while intoxicated, along with several additional municipal violations.
Let's get him back.
It's just me. It's just me. Weapon? In the car, yes. Pit. Start 52.
On April 6, 2024, Troop D Communications issued a BOLO for a black Nissan Altima, wanted for felony shoplifting out of Locust Grove. A black Nissan Altima matching the description was spotted in the number 2 lane. Upon closer observation, Trooper Williams noticed damage to the front passenger bumper, consistent with details provided, which was later confirmed by Corporal James. Trooper Williams held back, waiting for another unit to arrive before initiating a traffic stop. However, the driver began changing lanes erratically and increasing speed. Williams activated emergency lights and sirens to conduct a traffic stop, but the suspect fled, initiating a pursuit.
Headed up towards the 228. Now in the left lane.
Go left lane 228.
Now going in the left lane. There's a lot of cars for me to. I'm unable to pit. There's a lot of cars around.
Everyone able to fit.
We're in the left lane. Now passing the 228. Contact Troop C in Clinton County border.
I'll step around the line.
Troopers attempted a pit maneuver immediately after the pursuit began, but it was unsuccessful. The suspect, now aware of the tactic, began brake checking and accelerating each time a trooper approached his vehicle to attempt another maneuver.
Attempted to pit. They still rolling. We in coming up on the 231. They're going towards the right lane.
Everyone attempt to fit. Continue.
Left lane, passing the 233. They going over towards the right lane.
X4 go to the right lane 223.
Despite the suspect's erratic driving, the trooper managed to stay close, ensuring the vehicle never left sight. However, due to heavy traffic, executing a pit maneuver was not a viable option. Attempting such a tactic in these conditions could have escalated an already dangerous pursuit, posing an even greater risk to other motorists.
Getting off at the 237, continuing on the 237. They on the right shoulder.
Divide continue on 237.
10-4, they on the left shoulder.
Left going north, left lane.
Once the road finally cleared, it was the moment everyone was waiting for.
10-4 west 285.
Pit. Start 52. Walk backwards towards me.
With the scene tense and visibility limited by the vehicle's dark tint, the troopers acted swiftly. The passenger, Crystal Lachelle King, emerged with hands raised and was detained without incident. Meanwhile, the driver, Haley Christine Bott, claimed injury complicating efforts to remove her from the vehicle, Deputies coordinated to secure Bott, who was later handed over to medical personnel due to her condition, while charges awaited her release. The investigation revealed the vehicle's false Tennessee tag, further uncovering Bott as the registered owner under a different plate. The car was towed, and King was transferred into custody after medical clearance.
Male green shirt, jeans, female on the other motorcycle, black leggings, black t-shirt, pushing the place.
Speeds of 100, traffic is still medium.
The male one on the blade, head to
As the chase unfolded, the male suspect took an earlier exit. Officers made a split-second decision to let him go and focus everything on the female rider. From that point on, it was all in, and she was the target.
Southbound, approaching 125.
approaching 125 now.
Southbound, passing 125.
Passing 125. Traffic is still medium. 100 left. 10-4.
The suspect had the advantage when it comes weaving through traffic with ease, while officers struggled to keep up at those speeds. But with multiple units involved, they never lost sight of her, keeping the pressure on and the chase alive.
All right, northbound approaching 119. Passing 119. All right, northbound, passing 135. Looks like it's going on the left lane. Left lane, left on 135. If you're westbound Philadelphia 151, and looks like we are going north on 770.
The female suspect crossed into oncoming traffic, risking a head-on collision. But as she tried to cut back across, one of the officers made his move and stopped her.
Signal 4, signal 4.
Daniela Montoya was officially taken into custody and charged with fleeing and attempting to elude. She was booked on a $7,500 bond, and that reckless ride came to an end.
In November 2023, Brazilian police patrolling the streets spotted a man riding a motorcycle recklessly. Despite the officer's warning lights, he refused to stop and sped away, escalating the situation.
Estica as pernas, estica. Estica a perna, estica. Estica a perna. Bota a mão pra trás. Põe a mão pra trás. Mão pra trás, filhão. Você tá já, você perdeu já, tio.
A mão tem dia.
Eu não mandei você correr. Quase você me derrubou. Desculpa. Não, cara, a mão eu entendi, você correu por quê?
The police were eventually able to stop the vehicle and arrest the driver, preventing what could have been a serious accident. He will now face the consequences of his actions. The key lesson: always obey the law to avoid dangerous situations like this. On August 1st, 2024, Clayton County Police pursued a man with an outstanding warrant after he attempted to flee in a vehicle. Officers quickly responded and surrounded the suspect, intensifying an already tense situation.
Left, right tire out. Pit.
45, just forward over.
After police deployed spike strips and successfully executed a pit maneuver, the vehicle was stopped. The suspect then exited the car and fled on foot, jumping from a 30-foot overpass, but officers were ultimately able to apprehend him despite his serious injuries.
In the next incident, a car thief attempted to flee from police, leading to a dangerous pursuit that lasted several minutes and created multiple hazardous situations. On August 1, 2021, Corporal R. Youngblood was patrolling Moreland Avenue near Interstate 20 when a license plate reader alert flagged a black Jeep SUV traveling southbound with a suspended registration. The Georgia tag RLK 1803 was registered to a 2010 Hyundai Sonata. Corporal Youngblood located the Jeep traveling eastbound on Interstate 20 and confirmed the tag mismatch. A traffic stop was initiated near the Glenwood Avenue exit, but the driver, identified as Derek Alexander, refused to stop and fled, making an illegal left turn onto Glenwood Avenue at high speed.
Still driving from home, 1080,
North on Glenwood.
northbound Glenwood.
Left on Wilkinson. Left turn on Wilkinson, back toward Memorial.
During the pursuit, Alexander drove recklessly, traveling on the wrong side of the road and nearly causing a head-on collision. He sped through residential neighborhoods with heavy pedestrian traffic, hitting such high speeds that his vehicle went airborne over speed humps.
Left on Dearborn, left on Dearborn.
Left on Dearborn from Royal Drive.
Going toward Hosea Williams. Right on Bixby.
Clear around 80th Street, Dearborn.
Other side's on 6. On the right side of the street. Second.
Left on 6.
Left on Hosea, back toward Moreland.
Clear left on Hosea, back from Moreland.
Hill Crest.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, we're going right toward Moreland. So we'll get to below Moreland.
So I will have more than more.
The pursuit continued onto Wilkinson Drive and then east on Memorial Drive after Alexander ran a red light. He fled through Dearborn Street, Bixby Street, and Warren Street, ignoring multiple stop signs. Alexander then turned west onto Hosea L. Williams Drive, again driving on the wrong side of the road and running red lights, endangering oncoming traffic.
Everything is left on Woodbine.
Right on Paxton.
Clear right on that. Woodbine.
Left on Lyman, I'm clear.
Clear left on Ryan Street, Main Street.
Coming back to Hosea, Right on Hosea.
Clear right on there from Ryan Street.
Eastbound on Hosea, I'm clear.
For several miles, Alexander fled through residential streets, showing no regard for public safety. At Hosea, L. Williams Drive and Warren Street, Corporal Youngblood attempted a pit maneuver, briefly disrupting the vehicle, but the suspect continued to flee.
Clear, Captain.
Right on Kirkwood, back towards Hosea.
Okay, I'm going back towards you there.
We're right in front of the Zone 6 precinct. They got people close.
Clear right in front of Zone 6 precinct.
Right on Hosea.
Clear right on there.
Left on Warren.
Okay, go on Holland.
Clear.
Howard Street, has 18. Howard has 18. Clear Howard has 18.
Clear.
Right on Memorial. Clear right on Memorial. Taking a left on Elmore. Clear left on Elmore. Passing Liberty in the Belugan. Come pop forward. Where y'all drive?
Back towards Glenwood, guys. Just let me know.
November to 411.
Alexander eventually returned to Interstate 20 westbound, weaving through traffic at excessive speeds. As he attempted to exit at Moreland Avenue, he encountered heavy traffic at the top of the ramp, where Trooper George was staged. Trooper George used his patrol vehicle to block Alexander's path, preventing further flight.
Hey, car, somebody put him in park.
Let
me get my other one. Come on. There's a little city. Yeah, we're taking I fucked up, man. I'm sorry. Get your ass up, man. I don't care. That's a simple ticket, man. That's going to jail without money. Get up. Get up. All the way up.
At the scene, officers confirmed the vehicle Alexander was driving was reported stolen through the Atlanta Police Department, with the theft dating back to July 2, 2021. Alexander also had an active arrest warrant from the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, issued on July 19, 2018. After processing, Corporal Youngblood transported Alexander to the DeKalb County Jail without further incident. In the next incident, a driver tried to outrun police at over 100 miles per hour, but quickly realized there was no escape. At about 12:30 p.m. on September 8, 2025, Officer Fitzgerald was traveling east on Interstate 630 near the 7-mile marker when he spotted a gray Chrysler 300 speeding. Radar confirmed the vehicle was moving at 101 miles per hour. Fitzgerald followed until he reached a safe position to initiate a stop.
X-ray Nora, 89 X-ray. AXN 89X. And a silver Chrysler passenger car.
May 25 on that vehicle, debris, Chrysler 300.
And 39 Little Rock, 1037.
Little Rock Trip A, net description for Adam 36, 39, 1037. Clear direct.
Stop! Pull over! West 12th Street. Speed's 40 miles an hour. It's pulling over.
Copy, West 12th.
We're at the center at University Park.
Center at University Park.
Okay, show me your hands. Get on your face.
The short pursuit ended at the James H. Pennock Boys and Girls Club, where the driver complied and was taken into custody without further incident. A search of the Chrysler revealed about 12 grams of suspected marijuana in the center console. At 1:12 p.m., the suspect was formally arrested for fleeing and transported to the Pulaski County Detention Center.
On the ground!
At approximately 4:15 p.m. on December 21, 2024, Sergeant James Hager of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office responded to a reported domestic violence incident. However, the suspect's next actions would turn a routine call into a far more difficult day on the job for law enforcement.
Say one from arrival.
While deputies were speaking with individuals involved, the suspect suddenly bolted outside and climbed into Sergeant Hager's patrol vehicle.
He just stole my patrol car. He stole my patrol car, Central. Copy.
Get out.
After stealing the patrol vehicle, the suspect went on to carjack a red Kia SUV from a woman and drove off recklessly in an attempt to escape. An officer prepared spike strips to stop the suspect, but heavy traffic and the suspect's high speed, estimated around 100 miles per hour, made deployment unsuccessful. However, the suspect's reckless actions would soon catch up with him.
Signal 4. Signal 4. Signal 4.
Signal 4. Signal 4. Signal 4.
Signal 4.
At mile marker 104, the suspect collided with a red Volkswagen traveling northbound on US 1. Following the crash, he attempted to continue fleeing but lost control of the vehicle, which overturned off the roadway. Officers approached with weapons drawn, issuing commands but received no response from the suspect.
I'm taking mine out.
Sir,
Go take it out.
Sheriff's office, come out.
That ain't opening it, Andy. That's gonna open with you. We need to bust out the truck. Go.
He's right here. Body right here. Body right here. Body right
Body?
Body
Right there. Body. I got you.
here. Watch it.
Is he 7?
Sheriff's office, come out with your hands up. Can you hear me?
714556 Palm Drive for the wife.
Can you hear me? Sheriff's office.
Police, highway patrol.
Is he 7?
No. I
can't see anything.
He's not moving on this side. Yeah, he's not moving. I got air back here.
Can you see his hands or anything? I'm hitting. Go ahead.
Can we open this?
Also, the child is pretty badly injured.
I got you.
Good. You're almost there.
And my thing break. Get on the other side. Hey, break it on the other side.
Yeah, right here. Guys, do we have a knife? Do we have a knife? We can cut the
I got a glass breaker if you need it.
Break it. Let's try to get that door open right here.
We can't.
Guys, can we cut the airbag? Does anybody have a knife?
I got a glass breaker with a knife.
He's moving. Hands up. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
The suspect, later identified as Armando Lope, was found trapped inside the vehicle and required assistance from officers to get out. He was taken into custody, transported to the hospital for evaluation, and then booked into the Key West jail without further incident.
Someone call for rescue now. My piss. Oh, shit. Recovery position. Come on.
Get up on your ass.
Around 8:55 p.m. on March 30th, 2023, Trooper Matthew was patrolling near County Line Road and Sunflower Road, looking for Brandon Nicholas Taylor, wanted on felony warrants and suspected in an arson and grand theft case. Taylor was believed to be driving a black Ford F-150 and had no valid license. Trooper Matthew spotted a black F-150 run a stop sign and speed up to 57 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. As Trooper A. Middlebrooks was conducting a nearby traffic stop, the F-150 swerved and sped past, nearly hitting him. Middlebrooks shined a light into the truck and confirmed the driver was Taylor.
Go ahead.
Yeah, gonna run. Roadway, almost struck up.
Trooper Matthew tried to stop the vehicle, but it fled at high speed. Taylor ran a stop sign, drove onto private property, and nearly hit a backyard pool. As Trooper Matthew rounded a corner, he saw Taylor's truck in a yard blocked by another vehicle. He briefly detained a nearby man, later confirming it wasn't Taylor. Taylor's vehicle was last seen on Scottsdale Road before disappearing from view.
Get down here. Hey, stop, Dave. Can you find the truck?
Stand
Stand by. Come to me, Brandon. Hey, stop, Stand back out.
Affirmative now.
Is you coming out this old Woodville?
Troopers Sheffield and Middlebrooks re-engaged the pursuit after spotting Taylor's vehicle on Old Woodville Road. Taylor fled through private properties, damaging fences, before crashing into a tree in a wooded area off Maria del Carmen Road. He ran into the woods on foot. Trooper Cabe and K9 Kane tracked him with support from local deputies and a helicopter, but Taylor wasn't immediately found.
10-4-10-50.
We don't have no water.
Man, we in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, sorry.
Have a seat. We got an ambulance coming. As soon as they take you out, we're going to take you there. Brandon.
Taylor fled into the woods behind 32 Maria del Carmen, but was later found hiding under a porch cabinet by the homeowner, an off-duty officer who held him at gunpoint until police arrived. Taylor was arrested without incident, evaluated for leg pain by EMS, then medically cleared at the hospital before being booked into Wakulla County Jail.
Not going to stop then.
On January 10th, 2023, while on patrol, an Arkansas state trooper was alerted to a suspect fleeing from a nearby officer. Responding swiftly, he located the suspect's vehicle and immediately activated his sirens to initiate the pursuit.
Go ahead.
Arkansas 362, Union David, 362, Union David. It's going to be a gold Toyota Corolla, 467, 440. Run around the median. We're back. Northbound 67. One pit.
Run around the median. Back up 67.
Second pit.
Let me see your hands! Step out of the car and face away from me! Step out of the car with your hands up! Face away from me!
Felony stop. 467 northbound 440.
Face away from me! Walk back! Walk, keep your hands up! Over here, face away from me! Face away from me! Face, oh, shut the fuck up! And lay on the ground! Lay on the ground! Lay on the ground! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Let me see your other hand now. We get her other arm.
Just get up.
Whoa.
Hey! Hey! It's crazy. Y'all want my boy more than me. What the fuck? It's crazy. Nah, tell my motherfuckers. I'm not going. Hey, don't put me.
You're going.
Hey, yo. Hey, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Get the fuck off of me, bro. Hey.
You better quit.
Hey, I don't give a fuck.
Police managed to stop the vehicle, but the driver suddenly hit the gas and swerved into the median. Reacting quickly, officers executed a pit maneuver to bring the car to a halt. The driver was arrested at the scene and taken to the North Little Rock Jail on multiple felony charges.